how much money, what amount of money do you need to have to start living in America for the first time as green card lottery winner? If you win the DV lottery, how much money do you need to have? So, do I have calculator here? Let me see. Okay, so there are a couple of things we need to focus on that. We can do the mathematics, the numbers, as if we are talking about someone who is single. And then you will see, if you have the family, how much likely you need to have. Because the calculation will differ from person to person, the number of children someone has, all those. So, let's say you are single. The first amount of money, we are assuming, obviously you applied, you have passport. I'm not going to say, oh, the cost of the passport, the cost of the police clearance, those are minor things. I don't calculate those ones. I'm talking about you are the winner and the real cost. The first cost is the medical. The medical is about 400 to 450. So let's go for the higher number. Let's go to 450, just in case. That is the cost of the medical, 450. Then, but if you are married, your spouse will need to have 450, so times 2. A child will be a half of that, at least 200. So medical, let's go for the maximum, about 450. Then you add visa fee, 330. Plus 330. The visa fee doesn't matter whether you are 1 day old, whether you are 100 years old. Then it comes when you do the interview. That is when you pay the visa fee. When they say that you have been given the visa, the green card visa, they will give you a piece of paper and they will encourage you to pay before, but you can pay even after arriving in the United States. This is the problem. Someone was calling me. When someone has your number, they call wherever they think that they can call you. So, there is what is called the green card fee. The actual card you have to pay for that. It is 220. So you come to add 220. That is for each person, even if it will be 1 day old child, will be that way. So that is another fee you need to pay. It's a fee you need to pay, 220. That makes 1,000 US dollar already. Then there will be a ticket, a flight ticket. A flight ticket will vary from person to person. Will vary from person to person. Are you coming from East Africa, from West Africa? Are you coming from, are you traveling to East Coast, Midwest, West Coast? Which airline are you using? Are you buying one way, two ways? Are you buying the ticket from the day you get the visa, you are traveling next week, next month, 2 months later? But the ticket will vary around 800 to 1,500. So let's put the maximum, let's put the average of 1,000 at least is the one-way ticket. Plus 1,000. That makes 2,000. Plus $1,000 ticket. That makes 2,000. Then, with the 2,000 now, we have here, what course are you going to start in America now? The cost will also depend on the following. What is agreement do you have with your host? Is the agreement you have with your host is that I'm coming to stay with you for 1 week, 1 month, 6 months. Are you going to pay or not paying at all? What is the agreement? So assume agreement you don't pay anything for the first month, then after first month you'll find a place to stay on your own. How much money do you need from that moment? You need at least 3,000. So add 3,000 if possible to have 5,000. Why do I say you need to add 3,000? I'm saying that way because you need the money to start to have an apartment. So if you are in the state which is not very expensive, you'll be in a position to have a good start. Maybe $600 apartment, you have to pay the security deposit 1 month, whatever, so at least 1,000, 1,500. And to get some few stuff, even the air mattress, some few other things to in your apartment. And you obviously have to find an apartment nearby where you work, so that will be easier because you don't have the vehicle, you don't have the driving license. So overall, if you are single, you have 5,000. That's very good to start with. That is something very good. But if you have a family, it will also depend. The good thing is the apartment will not change if you are married. It will be the same one-bedroom apartment to start with. But you have to consider school if you have a child. Where am I going to get? Will the bus be able to come to here? Or I have to take somewhere and I don't have a car? All those kind of things. So those things will be able to vary a little bit. So for one person or a husband and wife only, 5,000 is a very good start to have. But the flight ticket will be able to add, obviously. I mean, if you are husband and wife, the ticket, I mean, the visa fee, whatever. So the first 2,000, the first 1,000 is for husband. If you have a wife, if you have a child, it's about 1,000. Or 2,000 with the ticket, the same way 2,000 will be covering that one. So we'll be adding 2,000 for each person. Medical will be able to go a little bit down, but the rest will be the same. Then to start, as I said, 3,000 per person, but you can add 1,000 if you are 2 or whatever, 3,000 more, whatever it is. But that is how much it can cost per person to start your life in America if you win the DV lottery. But again, it depends also on the state. The apartment in New York has been saying will be different from Houston, Texas, or Columbus, Ohio, or different from Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, whatever. Those will be different.